I was hanging round town, not earning a dime, out of a job just to spending my time, when a stranger stepped up and he said, I suppose you're a bronc rider by the looks of your clothes. But you guessed me right, and a good one I claim. Do you happen to have any bad ones to tame? He said, I've got one that's a good one to buck. At throwing good riders, he's had lots of luck. Well, I got all excited and I asked what he'd pay to ride that old horse for a couple of days. He said, I'll pay 10, and I said, I'm your man, 'cause the horse wasn't born that I couldn't fan. He said, get your saddle, I'll give you a chance. So we got in the buckboard and rode to the ranch. Early next morning, right after Chuck, I went out to see if that outlaw could buck. Well, out in the corral, just a-standing alone, stood a scrawny old pony, a strawberry roan. He had little pig eyes and a big Roman nose, long spavin legs that turn in at the toes, little pin ears with a split at the tip, and a 44 brand upon his left hip. I put on my spurs and I called up my twine. I said to the stranger, that 10-spot is mine. Well, first come the blinds, and it sure was a fight. Next came the saddle, and I screwed it down tight. I piled on his back, and how well I knew then, if I ride this old pony, I'll sure earn my 10. 'Cause he bowed his old neck and he jumped from the ground. 10 circles he made before he come down. He's the best bucking horse I've seen on the range. He can turn on a nickel and give you some change. Well, he went up again and he turned round and round. It's like he's quit living down there on the ground. He turns his old belly up to the sun. Sure is a sun-fishing son of a gun. Goes up in the east, comes down in the west. To stay in the saddle, I'm a-doing my best. I lost both my stirrups and then lost my hat, and I start grabbing leather as blind as a bat. Well, he went up once more, and he went way up high. He left me a-sittin' up there in the sky. I turned over twice and I come down to earth. I started a-cussin' the day of his birth. Well, I've rode lots of horses out here on the range. There's been one or two that I couldn't tame, but I'll bet all my money there's no man alive can ride old Strawberry when he makes his high dive. All around the water tank, waiting for a train, 1,000 miles away from home, sleeping in the rain. I walked up to a brakeman to give him a line of talk. He said, if you've got money, I'll see that you don't walk. I haven't got a nickel, not a penny can I show. Get off, you railroad bum. And he slammed the boxcar door.